Hey Monsterverse fans, what's up? If you've been binge-watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 like the rest of us, you know that one tentacled nightmare that just crawled out of the rift and stole the show, Titan X. That massive, glowing, snaggletooth beast with 8 barbed tentacles and a reptilian head that screams, "Run for your life." But here's the question blowing up Reddit, TikTok, and every Godzilla forum. Is Titan X actually the legendary Kraken? Or is it pulling from something even deeper, real-world myths that the Monsterverse loves to twist into its own terrifying lore? Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Today, we're diving deep, pun intended, into everything we know from the movies, Monarch TV series, the comics, and the wild fan theories swirling around. We're talking canon facts, ancient legends, cult worship, scarab minions, and whether this thing is about to team up with Godzilla and Kong or destroy them. Stick around till the end because the answer might surprise you. If you're new here, smash that like button and subscribe for more Monsterverse deep dives. Let's get into it. Who is Titan X? Canon breakdown. First, let's get the facts straight. From Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. Titan X isn't some recycled monster. It's a brand new aquatic titan, codenamed Titan X by Monarch and Apex Cybernetics as a placeholder. Its real name, Kokai, or more accurately, Cai Cai Vilu, whispered by the locals and the cult that straight up worships it as El Gran Dios del Mar, the great god of the sea. We first see it burst out of the Axis Mundi portal on Skull Island in the Season 2 premiere, trapped in rock for who knows how long, then freed when Kate tries to save Lee Shaw. It's massive. Marketing and trailers call it bigger than Godzilla and Kong, with fan estimates putting it around 375 to over 420 feet long when you factor in those tentacles. Grayish purple skin, a huge reptilian snout with razor teeth and a nasal horn, bioluminescent spines that glow blue to angry red, 4 pairs of sea turtle flippers, and 8 flexible tentacles lined with barbed hooks perfect for grabbing prey or ships. It's not alone either. It commands or maybe symbiotically partners with swarms of sea scarabs. These crustacean-like minis swarm out of the rift with it, armored with razor shells, glowing spines that react to Titan X's presence. Ancient carvings link them forever. They're defensive around their big boss, almost like extra eyes or loyal soldiers, not babies, symbiotic partners. In the show, it heads towards Santa Soledad in Chile, attacks after Apex tries and fails to neural control it, and leaves a path of destruction. Flashbacks tie it back to the 1950s with Keiko and Lee. This thing is ancient, confused, and pissed. And yeah, trailers hint it might mimic other Titan calls, like Mothra's. Wild. The Kraken legend, and why everyone thinks it's that. Now, the big one, the Kraken. Norse mythology, maybe first written about in 1646 by a Norwegian guy named Christian Jensen. A colossal sea monster, usually a giant squid or octopus, lurking in the depths near Iceland. It surfaces, wraps ships in tentacles, drags them under, and creates massive whirlpools. Sailors' tales were probably inspired by real giant squid sightings, but the legend grew into something apocalyptic. Sound familiar? Titan X's tentacles, deep-sea vibe, ship-sinking potential, and pure release the Kraken? Energy have fans screaming it's the Monsterverse version, and the franchise has done this before. Naukika, the giant cephalopod from the Godzilla, King of the Monsters novelization, was literally nicknamed Kraken by Monarch. Tiamat got called Kraken by Vikings in the lore. Even the Skull Island animated series has its own Kraken. Kraken is basically Monarch shorthand for any big tentacled ocean titan. Titan X checks every box. Hybrid cephalopod reptilian design, massive scale, and that drag everything to the abyss aesthetic. Trailers show it emerging from the ocean like it owns the sea. One YouTube theory even says it's the mother of all Krakens. But here's the twist. The show never calls it Kraken. Why? Because the Monsterverse already used the name. Instead, they went somewhere way more specific. The real myth inspiration, Cai Cai Vilu, from Mapuche lore. Enter Mapuche mythology from Chile, the indigenous people of the region where Santa Soledad sits in the show. Cai Cai Vilu, or Koi Koi Vilu, Cai Cai Vilu, Cai Cai Vilu is the god of water, the supreme serpent ruler of the sea and all sea dwellers. Son of a powerful Pillen spirit, turned into this colossal sea snake as punishment. In the famous legend of Trintrin Vilu and Cai Cai Vilu, Cai Cai gets angry at human ingratitude and tries to flood the entire world. It battles its land serpent rival Trintrin Vilu, raising the seas and reshaping the Chiloé archipelago forever. People escape on its back or get turned into fish, birds, or even mermaids. The name Cai Cai in the show? Straight from that. The cult calls it the great god of the sea, just like the legends. And Titan X's migratory path hits right along Chilean coasts. Production didn't just pick a random name. They rooted this Titan in real South American indigenous lore, exactly like they've done with other Titans, pulling from global myths. But it's not a perfect one-to-one. The myth Cai Cai Vilu is more of a giant serpent that controls floods, not a tentacled hybrid. The Monsterverse took the sea god essence, the cult worship, and the flood-bringing power, and cranked it up with tentacles for that Kraken flavor. Other theories and Monsterverse myth building. Fans aren't stopping there. Theory number 1, Cthulhu vibes all the way. Tentacles. Ancient god from another realm, Axis Mundi feels very Lovecraftian, a cult that worships it, and that lost and confused but still godlike energy after Apex's neural attack. One article straight up says the premiere makes Cthulhu comparisons hit hard. Theory 2, Bioluminescent 2. That Toho Godzilla foe from 1989 had a reptilian head, massive jaws, and plant tentacles. Titan X's hybrid look, size advantage over Godzilla, and potential regeneration? Too close to ignore. Trailers even suggest it could rival or beat the big boys. Others float Poseidon, the Greek sea god himself, or Leviathan, though that name's already taken. And don't forget Nakika comparisons. Nakika was the peaceful giant squid kraken in the novel, but Titan X feels more aggressive and godlike. The Monsterverse pattern is clear. Titans times Inspire times the myths. Godzilla is the dragon of legend, Mothra the goddess, Scylla the sea monster. So Titan X isn't the Kraken, it's the times, real times creature that sailors, Vikings, and Mapuche storytellers glimpsed over centuries and turned into legends. The show's creators even said they designed it to fit the cryptozoology of the universe, realistic deep-sea creatures mixed with myth. Scarabs, cult, and behind-the-scenes magic. Quick side note on the scarabs, they're not random. Ancient carvings show them with Titan X for millennia. The cult in Santa Soledad treats the whole swarm like part of their god. Symbiosis at its finest. Production went hard on VFX storyboards to final renders show they wanted something fresh, not just another lizard. And those glowing bioluminescent details? Chef's kiss for deep ocean realism. What this means for the future of the Monsterverse. So where does this leave us? Trailers tease Godzilla and Kong teaming up against it. Apex wants control, Monarch wants containment, and Kate might have a weird telepathic link. Is Titan X a bigger threat than Ghidorah, or just a lost god trying to find its place? Either way, it expands the lore massively. Hollow Earth, Axis Mundi, and now ancient sea gods tied to real indigenous myths. Our nerdy thoughts. So, is Titan X the Kraken? Not officially, but it's times based on times. The Kraken legend, blended perfectly with Cai Cai Vilu from Mapuche mythology, plus a dash of Cthulhu and bioluminescent for flavor. The Monsterverse did what it does best, took real myths and made them real monsters. What do you think? Kraken, Sea God, or something totally new? Drop your theories in the comments. If you want more breakdowns on every Titan, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, stay legendary, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.